Buenas noches, bienvenidos al evento de Luis Valdez aquí en Gavilan. I'm Dr. Avila, the president here at Gavilan College. We're having such an amazing night hosting Luis. He means so much for our community. Me as a kid growing up and throughout my life, I've always looked at Luis as a hero because he was able to do so much through the arts, being able to tell stories and tell our stories of struggle and also pride of our cultura. Bringing our community together to celebrate him and celebrate his documentary American Pachuco. It's just a great honor to have him. It's a dream of mine that is coming true tonight. And I'm just so glad the community's here in numbers. It's going to be an amazing night. Gavilan has a very strong film program. And I'm excited to have our students who are here right now filming the event. Our own students. We have an amazing program with really supportive instructors. And for them to be able to meet Luis, someone who's got such a recognition in Hollywood, he's done so much, to be able to have access to him and be able to hear him speak, be able to have access to him and ask him questions. I think it's just such a great opportunity for students. Again, I'm just proud of all the partners, everybody who worked to make this happen tonight, my team, who worked so hard to put the event together, Jasper Film Festival, and also the Watsonville Film Festival, and everybody that's here helping us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elvira Robinson. I'm an attorney here in Hollister, and I've known Luis for about 50 years. I used to be on his board of directors, and he's a phenomenal person. He exemplifies all the farm workers' struggle, the life of Chicanismo, and we're really proud to have him in the Gavilan community today because he has such a beautiful history. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the students. It means a lot to parents to have him here. I sat on the board of trustees here for 20 years. We had Luis as a keynote speaker one year, and he just blew everybody's mind. He's a dynamic speaker. He speaks from the heart, and he's got a beautiful history in California and with the Chicanos and the Zoot Suiters. He's the playwright that we're all so proud of. We've all seen all of his films, Zoot Suit. Many of his plays are in San Juan Bautista, where his theater is. But yes, we're very proud to have him. I sat on the board for 20 years, and now I'm on the bond oversight committee. I love Gavilan, and it's wonderful to have a man like him present here for us and our students in our community.
Hi, my name is Diane Ortiz. I'm from Hollister in San Benito County. And Luis Valdez is an icon. He has impacted generations of young people. And I'm also the CEO of the Youth Alliance. And the Youth Alliance is used actos and all other movement activities and the flavor of the campesino movement that he has helped to create with art in our after-school programs with young people. We have young people coming tonight to see the documentary. So his impact is not only from La Bamba and Zoot Suit, but it is impacting the generations today. So it is just an honor to have him in our community, to have his impact ripple across not only San Juan Bautista, but across now in Mexico City. It's a truly a cultural moment for our community. So for our young people to see their culture and their people that look like him, that look like them, to see them out on the big screen and the history of the Pachuco movement, our moment is they're excited. They're excited to see this. They're excited about just being part of this moment. So I think they're going to get something, not only just inspiration, but just a sense of pride, not only for just the American Pachuco, but their American experience as Chicanos and Chicanas.
As a young girl growing up in Gilroy, where there was like 10,000 people living in Gilroy, I always wanted to be in film, but I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I wanted to be behind the camera, but I never saw myself in the credits. And still to this day, there is a huge gap for women, minorities, the LGBTQ community, and people with disabilities. So to me, when I took over the festival in 2018, it was really important that I shared those stories along with so many others. When I met Luis Valdez, that was a highlight because even as a young woman, he stood for. Sorry, I get emotional. He stood for breaking the glass barrier, like breaking the glass ceiling. He came from a field, and yet he is the writer director of La Bamba and Zoot Suit, and he's also a Pulitzer Prize winning playwright. So for me, watching him shine and create El Teatro Campesino and do so, not just, because when people go to Hollywood, sometimes they just stay there, but he stayed in San Juan Bautista. And that was so powerful to me. And so when I got the film festival in 2018, I knew I had to create a regional festival, and he was my inspiration. I have cousins in Morgan Hill and Hollister, and I saw this whole region as a destination. We have Michelin stars in every city. We have award-winning wines. We're just as cool as anywhere else. And so when we got Movie Maker magazine, 25 coolest film festivals in the world, it was like, yes, we are. We are. We're just as cool as anywhere else. We are an ag community, but we're so much more than that. And that's what Luis has shown with his work and also with his support throughout the arts. So this is an incredibly proud moment when he asked me and Consuelo from Watsonville Film Festival that saying, hey, I want to make sure this film plays in your communities, meant a lot, because he is a legend and he is the giant whose shoulder we stand on. And he is the reason that the path is there for so many of us.
Well, we're happy to be here in Gilroy at Gavilan College for this premiere of American Pachuco by David Alvarado. It deals with my work with El Teatro Campesino as well as my life. And although it doesn't cover a documentary when I was an infant, nevertheless, I have a relationship with this area, having come here year after year with my parents as a migrant farm worker to work the fields. And so I love the area. It's the reason why my family, Lupe and I, when we first married, came to San Juan Bautista and brought the Teatro Campesino with us in 1971. So it goes full circle here that we can come to Gavilan College in Gilroy and present this documentary, because the images that you see on the screen are reflected in the landscape around here, in the barrios and the homes in the streets of our area. The documentary by David Alvarado covers around 60 years in a time span. It even goes back further to my childhood with my older brother. He follows a thematic through line throughout the documentary, but it also deals with the Chicano history that we have lived through in our time, from the grape strike to the war in Vietnam to the Chicano moratorium, everything. So it covers the ground. So we're happy that it is being presented here, because people will recognize the history if they don't know the details.
What does it mean to be screening it here at Gavilan? Well, this is our hometown. I mean, San Juan Bautista, we first came to San Juan Bautista when we first got married on our honeymoon. We passed through San Juan, said, this is a lovely place. We should come back and live here. And a year later, we were. We moved the whole company from Fresno to San Juan Bautista, and we've been there now for over 50 years. It's a lovely community. We've been all over the country. We were just in San Rafael. It's beautiful there, but it's never the same as coming home. And the meaning of why it's important to screen, it's a history of a life of struggle. It's a story of one a man that was able to accomplish so much, but not without struggle. It's always been a struggle. It is not glamorous at times. It's not something that it's tiring, but it's important. I think it's a reflection of a life that you can succeed, but there's always failure, and there's failure in succeeding. So it has everything for everybody in a life well lived.
We're happy to be celebrating our 57th year in marriage. This is this year. It's our anniversary.
57?
57, un tostón con siete, okay? So, yeah.
It's one long afternoon.
It's a long tarde con pura música de acordeón, okay? So you realize that your work is not just for you, it's for everybody. You're sharing it. It's a communal vibe. And so that's important to know, that art is not a product. Art is a way of life. And we're all artists, every one of us, because we're the product of a creator, and it's all in that word, creator, you know. It has the word crear, which means to create, but it also means to believe, you know, to create is to believe. So as creators then, we find our strength, we find our endurance, that merges with family life. The Teatro Campesino, because we were family, so we practice family life, you know. And also in a community, you have your family rituals, and you have your community rituals. Some of them religious, some of them just cultural, but that's the rhythm of life. And I think you have to tap into that spirit in order to solidify your life. And it can happen anywhere. You know, we chose San Juan Bautista back in 1971 because it gave us peace. It gave us the tranquility that we need to continue to do what we were doing. You know, there was, I don't know if you remember, there was quite a bit of intensity at the end of the 60s, you know, because of the Vietnam War and the assassinations. And so we just needed peace, for Christ's sake, you know. But in doing so, we discovered our power. And so that's all. It's very simple, actually. But you can create theater anywhere. It's important to me to be performing for farm workers as it is to be on Broadway or be making a movie. There's no difference. You're communicating with people. And so that gives us a strength too. I don't have to be in a place where my work is commercial. More important to me that my work be relevant to my community and to my family at large. I mean, it's very simple.
On behalf of Gavilan College, the Gavilan Educational Foundation, the Watsonville Film Festival, and the Jasper International Film Festival, thank you all so much for being with us tonight.